Good evening, everybody. Not entirely sure if things are happening. I hope they will be. Just have to see how things go. It would appear that things are not behaving once again like I had hoped. Don't see anybody looking in at the moment. If some people are looking in, 3 people. So if things do break up, if somebody could just send me a message, that would be great on Messenger, and I should know. Anyway, so I've put the hymns up. Sing We the King. I'm not going to move the cameras or anything this evening, just going to go with it as it is. So if somebody could message me if there is a problem, and I don't know what I'm going to do then. To call for extra help from somebody. I don't know what's gone wrong. The only thing I can think now is my telephone line's not good. Anyway, with Advent in mind, captions are auto. Right. Do let me know, somebody. Direct message, please. Direct message. Direct message. Sing We the King. Right, we seem to be in business. I just need to tweak the organ a minute. Let's just tweak the organ. I turned it off this morning. I didn't turn it off. I put it into what do you call it? Whatever you call it, mode. I didn't turn the organ off. That's better. Right. All my buttons are working. Now that is a cracking good hymn, isn't it? I don't know why I'm getting things generated, I'm sure. Right, so I hope the 11 of you that are there are enjoying it. Now, what have I done on my list? Oh, it's all going to pot, isn't it? All going to pot. What did I wrote my list of numbers down and I've lost them. I've been this afternoon to rehearsal, and so I was a bit late getting things done. Cornwall Symphony Chorus have got a sell-out concert next Saturday, and I was rehearsing with them this afternoon, and so the time I got back from chapel, I went to chapel at in time for the morning service, so I was in church by 20 to 11 I suppose, and came home at 5 to 6. Anyway, it's Christmas, so it's all good fun. Come thou long expected Jesus. So after the I was going to say the romp of the first hymn, Sing We the King, a little story attached to this, I'm sure Hilda won't mind me saying, but it's got a wonderful alto part. Hilda Gray, lovely alto, been a great singer over the years, and gave it some gusto, and slightly overdid it and went a bit lightheaded and had to sit down during the service. So there we go. A great hymn. So now we've got Come Thou Long Expected Jesus, born to set thy people free. To the tune Stuttgart. In Germany, isn't it? Words by Wesley. So, moving a little bit further up the book, I'm using Singing the Faith this evening. these hymns are in hymns and psalms, with the exception of one. Hail to the Lord's Anointed. I've always liked this hymn. I don't know why, but I have. So, words by James Montgomery, based on Psalm 72, and once again, German melody. Most of the melody by Johann Kruger Herrnhut. So, hail to the Lord's Anointed. So, good, strong, meaty hymn, that one, isn't it? Hail to the Lord's Anointed. 176 lyrics, if my memory serves me correctly. This is this is a Graham Kendrick hymn, arranged by Paul Leddington, right, like a candle flame. And the chorusy bit is divided up into two parts. God is with us, alle. God is with us, alle. If you like to do that, I've got get these words out in a minute, a book to hand, then do feel free to sing in parts. How about that? I won't know if you got it right or wrong, but that's neither here nor there, is it really? So, a new hymn. What's it say here? In the refrain, the words in bold italics are sung by one group, the words in light italics are sung by another group, and the word Alleluia in normal type is sung by all. Like a candle flame. There we are. So if it's new to you, do look it up. It's great. Some lovely words. So many new hymns have got such great words. Nothing wrong with the old words. But this week I did a workshop for the Methodist women in Britain. I don't know what's happened to the Methodist men in Britain, but the Methodist women in Britain. And we did a workshop, or I did a workshop, 3 music workshops, and we used some modern hymns and one about one had about the gurgling baby in the manger, and I thought it was just wonderful, gurgling baby. And then there was another hymn which had the word biosphere in it, not a word that Wesley was going to use, I suppose, or Isaac Watts or anything like that. But biosphere, I thought it was just really quite lovely that these words turn up. The gurgling baby conjures up all sorts of lovely pictures. A gurgling baby in the manger. I don't suppose he was perfect. I suppose he cried at night. I suppose he woke up. Mary and Joseph probably had a bit of a time of it. I don't suppose there was any sort of, well, anyway, all the kind of paraphernalia that you might have these days for looking after babies, the Milton sterilizer and all those kind of things, and all that. Anyway, different age, different times. Birthdays today. I haven't looked them up, but there are birthdays today. One which I've remembered from the list of five or six or so who are on today. I know the vicar of St Stephen in Brannel, Emma Charles. It's her birthday today, and all the other ones that have come up listed on my page. I should have, usually I make a note, but I haven't. So for all those people that got a birthday today, for anybody I've missed in November, this is your happy birthday. Apologies to anybody I've forgotten. Hills of the North Rejoice, another great Advent hymn. Music is by Martin Edward Fallas Shaw, a great name, and he died in the same year that I was born, 1958. There we are. The words by Charles Ernest Oakley and the editors of English Praise. I've always liked this tune, Little Cornard, and I haven't done my background research to know where Little Cornard is. If anybody wants to send in, then please feel free and let me know all about Little Cornard. Hills of the North Rejoice. For those of you, it's the my go-to organ, Hereford 67, 64, 67, I don't know, 60 something odd stops. Hereford Cathedral instrument, and I'm going to start. The introduction will be played on a rather magnificent full swell sound of Hereford Cathedral. all parts of the kingdom. And so we come to our last hymn for this evening, 177, Lo, he comes with clouds descending. I perhaps just one or two little bits of news. Some of you who know, lots of you I dare say will know Terry Whitford, who lives here in 12 Eds. Terry is related to a great number of people and known by so many people. Terry had a little cardio episode there last week. He's now home, all sorted and secure. But do remember him in your prayers, please, if you would be so kind. And tomorrow, my friend I grew up with, Peter Johns, is undergoing a procedure tomorrow in hospital. So if you could be thinking of Peter, he's booked in for 4 o'clock. So if you give him some thought, whenever. But dear Peter is going for a procedure tomorrow, and sort of staying in hospital overnight and hopefully home again on Tuesday. So if you remember him in your prayers, that will be wonderful. Peter, Julian and I grew up together here in 12 Eds, and in fact the house which I'm in, Peter lived in this house. He was here with his parents and his sister Ruth in our childhood years back in the 60s and 70s, I suppose. We were here. We had lots of fun together. So we wish Peter all the best and remember him in our prayers. Lo, he comes with clouds descending. This is the last hymn for this evening. And then I'll play the voluntary, which I played last week. Hopefully you get to hear it this time. first time I played Hymnody from Singing the Faith. And I hadn't looked through it before, thinking, oh well, I don't suppose there'll be any changes, but there are some changes to the way in which they've got the length of the notes. Where we had even notes before, and we've now got a dotted one. Where we had something strange at the end where you were meant to tie something to something else, that's gone. And the harmony seems to have changed a little bit as well, apart from me doing things with it. However, there we go. Below he comes. Glorious Wesley words. What a wonderful tune. So, a little voluntary. Gloria in Excelsis. And this is a piece written by Eric Tiemann. Eric Tiemann was organist of the United Reformed Church in London. Is it the Temple? I forget, but it was the United Reformed chap. He wrote loads of organ pieces. My colleague Bramwell Bourne down at St Elwyn's Hale has recorded all of Tiemann's organ pieces, definitive recordings. Spent some time doing that. This is the last one in a set of six pieces in various styles. I've had this book ever since I did my grade, not this particular book, this is another copy, but back in I don't know whenever I did my grade 5 organ, I learnt the second movement, air and variation, which I did for my grade 5. Goodness knows when that was, back in the 70s. Anyway, to finish up, Gloria in Excelsis, you get a little burst of the Hereford tuba towards the very end of this piece, and a wonderful 32-foot pedal reed. thank you for listening in, and I will play some more next week, and we'll see what we can come up with. Coming up to Christmas now, lots of things happening. I can tell you about them. Unfortunately, there's no tickets left for them. There's an air ambulance concert this week at Truro Methodist, sold out. On Friday night, our church choir is singing at the Big Sing in Truro. It's a slightly scaled down Big Sing. They used to have quite a few choirs, but this time it's just our church choir and Cornwall Junior Choir. That's in the cathedral. I'm not sure if that's how that's ticketed or not. And then Saturday, a concert I mentioned before, but once again that was sold out. In fact, sold out a month ago or so. People haven't been able to go to concerts, and goodness knows what's going to happen with this new Omicron, whatever it's called, new strain of the variant. Wait to see, I suppose. But anyway, stay safe, take care, good night, and God bless.